Pleased to meet you.
You are not the only mortal that Rheastraza confided in. I too earned the dragon's trust. I've already moved the real purified egg to onto a safer location, away. I've already moved the real purified egg onto a safer location, away from the Badlands. It will continue to grow, out of Deadwing's sight. The red dragon fight is as benevolent as it is powerful. It was Rheastraza's final wish that I give this to you. Rhea's last egg calls forth Rhea's child to fight by your side. Please, take care of him for me.
Be seeing you.
Quest end. You may be wondering, what am I referring to? The egg will be really important. That egg is Rathian. Put simply, that egg is Rathian. The rogue, this is Kata. The rogues have a legendary quest here in Kata that centers around Rathian. In Miss Pandaria, the next expansion, there was a legendary quest centered again around Rathian, but that's since been removed. And as such, while it does, you do get to see more Rathian there and whatnot, I don't count it because I have never done it. I only got a little bit in and it's gone now, so I don't really count it as, like it's still canon, or whatever. But that's what. Remember, I was saying how he's only so much. He doesn't get enough screen time. He had screen time there, and it got taken away. So that's why I'm saying that bit of screen time doesn't count. Then he was meant to appear in WoD, and he got referenced and had a cameo in one quest. Just appears as a birdie or as a little whelpling, and that's it. Then he appears in Legion in a little side quest, and that's it. No significance there. Then he appears in. Then he doesn't appear in Battle for Azeroth. Dude just does not get enough screen time. Like, he's built up to be really important. He caused WoD to prepare us for Legion. Yeah, he just doesn't, he's really important, but he just doesn't get any screen time. It's really disappointing. And, a bit of screen time he did get got fucking removed. I'm figuring the next expansion is, WoW expansions yo-yo. Some are good, some are, WoD, bad. Rat, good. Cataclysm, bad. Pandaria, good. WoD, bad. Legion, good. Battle for Azeroth, bad. I'm assuming, following that pattern, the next expansion will be good. And next expansion will be good. And I'm hoping he'll finally get some screen time there. I'm hoping. Really, only one every 5 seconds for an hour? They changed that. I saw it was a bit better. Then again, it's the weak robot. There we go. Alright, we're done here. And on this somber note, we will continue on. We'll go deal with the Torian Brotherhood now. I got Lore Master of the Eastern Kingdoms? Ah, because it counts all characters. Nice. Oh, I was puzzled. yeah, I never did the Badlands, any version of it. But yeah, that was depressing. The fact that the egg that got destroyed was hers. The what she did to the other one. It might be for noble endeavors, but it was still pretty brutal, you know. So I suppose how else are they gonna would they figure out a way of doing the like purifying them, you know? It's, that or genocide. Maybe there'd be another way, maybe there wouldn't be. Well, what do we have here? You here to help? Arrived just in time. Here's the skinny. The Dragar and dwarves in the gorge have been acting strangely. Dorian Brotherhood intends to find out why. Overseer Oilfist doesn't like surprises. We suspect they're following orders from some new leader. I've reason to believe that Gravius Grimesalt, just south of here, knows who it is. Even hearing Searing Gorge, begun hearing tales of your exploits, Shandalyn. Should have no problem with Grimesalt. This dwarf should know what's happening with the Dark Arts. This dwarf should know what's happening with the Dark Arts. Yeah, sorry, sometimes I feel like I'm reading things wrong.
See you soon. Hi.
New master, but who? Ever heard of the Dorian Brotherhood? Sure, we might look a lot like those dwarves down in the gorge or in Blackrock Depths, but trust me, we're not anything like them. Those scoundrels dug too deep, and now they serve a darker force, Ragnaros the Far Lord. We're happy to be more independent of will and purpose, although most of the time, our purpose ends up being the prevention, whatever trouble they're causing. The fewer, the better. I'm not much of a fighter. I'm more of a mining dwarf. Same goes for Jack and Pris. And Lunk, well, you'd think he'll be a big fighter, but he's the biggest wimp of all of us. What I'm saying is, it's good that you came here when you did. It seems likely that we in the Dorian Brotherhood are going to be fighting the other Dark Iron dwarves soon. I'm thinking we should pick off some of their finest before the war starts in earnest. Start with the geologist and the watchman to the south. Lunk came from the Badlands. Other ogres tried to make Lunk fight. Lunk hate fighting. Lunk want to learn. Lunk sees machines to the south. Machines made of gears. Maybe if you ask nicely, machines will give you some gears. Then Lunk can have a gear and learn about machines too. Again, sorry for all the coughing. It just, again, I'm still a bit under the weather. Oh, I forgot to summon a demon. You know, I hate when that happens. I hate when I'm running along, fighting a golem, and I realize, shit, I don't have my demon out. That's when I realize I do, when the cop turns up. Remember, folks, always keep the barn door closed. It's really annoying. Like, I was fine, just fine, until I started recording. Now I'm not. Tempered flywheel. Recovered from the joints of a war golem. Seems I'm getting 4 apiece, so only 1 more golem needed. I remember here. Isn't that like an Ironforge crest? What? Ooh, get out of my dig site. There used to be a quest up there. And you can still interact with it. Used to be a quest up there. A guy in there who sends you to go get toilet paper for him. Or silk for him or something. Dark Iron Memo. Hastily scribbled notes from a superior. Gravius, starting today you are to redouble your efforts. The scope of our project is expanded several-fold. Your archaeological studies and geological studies can wait. Moving forward, you're to dig downward as quickly as possible. Crews within the slag pit will be working from the other direction, connect their tunnels to yours. The underground empire, the Dark Iron Dwarves, is growing Gravicius. Well, yeah, we'll go with Gravicius. And we are at the forefront. Succeed in this task and you'll be rewarded. You should know, these orders do not come from me, but from Overseer Maldorius and the Archduke themselves. Dig deep. Big Boss Din Whisker. Sounds like a kobold's name. God damn it. Just wish the cold would go away. I was mostly better, then this itch just set in and won't piss off. Let's make him leash, then we'll try and skirt around him, because I do not want to fight him. I already fought and killed him once, don't need to do it so again. There we go. Wish I could go invisible. It would be nice. Or, you know, stealth, even. Hello? Okay, there we go. Nice. We'll beat them up. I'm gonna try and avoid fighting those golems. I have no need. Just need to beat up one more guy after this, and I'm golden. And here we go. I'll get to using all the caught I have soon, because I have plenty. Like when I go back to the capital, whatever capital, for training, I'll go grab yeah, whenever I go back for training, for the mount, I'll go back and get the other thing. Oh, my heart's still set there, eh? Yeah. I'll do. Yeah, when I go back for training, I'll also do some professional work.
Great to meet you.
Thank you. The Gorge is an unforgiving place. We don't get a lot of fuzzy wildlife wandering around here. Try bringing in some wild game, but they haven't fared well at all. There's just no food for them to eat. Now, the nearby spiders, which were already dangerous, are getting big and fat on chicken meat. We'll never get rid of all the spiders, but we can salvage what few chickens remain. Not only will we be feeding the Brotherhood, you'll also be saving them a painful death by spider bite. Molgol the Rager's an old tundra lizard seen around these parts. Legend has it that he's been here in the gorge since before it was even a gorge. Margol the Rager's an old tundra lizard seen around these parts. Legend has it he's been here in the gorge since before it was even a gorge. Legend has it. Since before it was even a gorge. Legend also has it that he ate my brother Barnabas. I don't care how old he is or what kind of magic he shoots out of his nose. I just want him dead for Barnabas' sake. I'll find him wandering the cliffs to the south of here. The ancient warden of Searing Gorge. I swear that might be a reference to the pre-cata version of this quest. We'll be seeing all of that at some stage in the future. You know when Classic WoW comes out? Yeah. I'll be leveling a Hordean Alliance person. The guild seems to want to be Horde, so the Horde will be my main. But I'll be leveling both, I'm sure, at one stage or another. The Horde will obviously take priority if it's my main. Don't know when I'll be starting the Alliance person. And it probably won't be... I think I'll be leveling a Forsaken Warlock. That was my very first character. So I'll probably be doing that. Leveling Forsaken Warlock. And on the other side, it will probably be a warrior. I'm staying clear from paladins because classic paladins were shit. All they were good for was healing and being heal bots and buff bots. Nothing else. You couldn't DPS, you couldn't tank. Blizzard just didn't like them. And that went for all hybrid classes. So paladins, shamans, and druids. Similarly, for example, as an example to this, like all classes bar those three had an extra bit of equipment for extra stats. So you could have some like epic crossbow on your warrior that you never use, but it's still there providing you with extra stats that make you just that bit better. And Paladin can't match it. Paladin has that range slot, but can only put in a quest item from Stratholme that gives no stats. That's all that they can put in it. And there's just like I think it just might be an appearance thing. That's what I remember hearing anyway. That's like all that could go in for like a paladin or a druid or a shaman. Eventually, to compensate for that, they introduced Librams and relics and, well, Librams, idols, and totems. They introduced them, but that was like late classic. Like I think I got my first Libram since I was like running dungeons and all that. I think I got my first Libram in like Outland. I don't remember seeing any in the questing. If they might have been in I don't think they're in dungeons either. I think they might have introduced Librams in Burning Crusade cell. Not sure. But yeah, they just weren't a fan of hybrids back in the day. So yeah, I'll probably go with Warlock and a Warrior. So yeah, it would be easier. So yeah. the problem is thinking if, it might be better for me to do it the other way around. Have the warrior as my main. Because, that's what I'm used to. It's different to Paladin, but, a melee class is kind of what I'm used to. And if I end up doing, PvP, if I end up doing, raiding, I'll probably want to have a class I'm used to. The warrior. A melee DPS. We'll work it out then.